knocked out by like a tomato can last night. Dude was garbage. Right. You know what I mean? He was a fill-in for another one. Right. So he came in, took event. Now he the heavyweight champ. Yo, so he won, and so the commentators and everything was saying this is the greatest upset since Tyson Douglas, and I'm like, people just get caught up in the moment, man. Stop overhyping, exaggerating with, and to my point, I'm saying that to say with the Jordan, Kawhi, and Kawhi, Kobe, and all that, man. Just let him live, man. Let him do what he do. Right? They did that with LeBron, man. Right. Let LeBron be LeBron. There's only one Jordan, the only one LeBron, and all that. And there's only one winner this year. It's going to be the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
All right. And I am not a Raptor fan,
I hear you.
I'm just calling it from a unbiased point of view. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm just calling it the way I see it.
So what Drake doing? What Drake doing?
Getting on everybody's nerve. Yeah. But look, we got in the building, Eastern Shore Aces, man, and I'm glad to have these good brothers in and some of the players as well. I'm always trying to shine light on those who are doing positive in the community, and they've definitely, doing it, and not just being positive, but doing it on an elite level. They got the hardware in here.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on the book on the live, make sure you go to Live 975 on Facebook, Live 97.5, and you can see the hardware, right? Yo,
they ain't playing around.
They look like the Larry O'Brien trophies. I'm talking about NBA joints, man. They're official. Oh, yeah. What's the weight like, Chief? Man, I see your veins popping out. Yeah. So, the Eastern Shore Aces. Come on, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Vernon Deshields, aka Coach V. Dio know me as Browns. That's always my nickname.
No doubt.
Since I was born, so.
Maurice Douglas. Everybody know me. Everybody know me as Rico the Rock Boy.
Hey.
Chrisville native.
Okay.
We in the building.
Yeah. Shout out to Dre. Yeah, Andre Collins. Got Dre Day 3 on the way.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna have him on one time, get a little closer to Dre Day. Yep. Where some of the players, you want to introduce yourselves?
Definitely, yo.
Yeah. We got some of the players in the building.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Maurice Douglas.
Get a little closer. Get a little closer to the mic.
I'm Maurice Douglas, as known as MJ.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about, man. The confidence right there.
My name is Vernon Deshields. I'm known as V.
V. Okay. All right. Young V.
My name is Jace Hudson, and I'm known as Jace.
Jace. Okay.
Got the Puerto Rican poppy in here.
All right.
My name is Emmanuel Ortiz, and they call me Manny Fresh.
All right. Yeah. Obviously, you the center. That's what's up. This is what. So tell us.
That's a Timmy Duncan right there.
Okay. All right. Definitely.
They different age groups. MJ and Jace, 12U guys. V is 11U. MJ and Jace 12U, and Manny is a 13U player.
Okay.
We got 14U as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we got four different ages. Actually, 5. We got 17U that just came on. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trying to get kids in college right now. They did some little exposure tournaments out there in Pittsburgh Jam Fest. Kids got some looks, Division II looks.
Okay.
So we trying to keep the pipeline strong.
Yeah. Dope. So tell us how you guys got started.
We got started just working with kids in the community probably like 3 years ago. We was under a different brand and everything, so we just came together with a collective, energy, man, as men, just to give these kids something to do, keep them out of trouble, give them good structure, give them good mentorship and guidance, so they can be around strong leaders. The kids are passionate about basketball. We passionate about meeting them where they are, just so we can help them in any way we can. So, our bond is built through the kids, and it's all a family bond. So we just passionate about it, man. We love what we do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we were talking previous to you coming on air also about the educational side. Speak on that.
Well, education, we all know that, we want all our kids to have a 3.0 at least to play basketball. Education without that, you can't get to the next level. The first thing a coach gonna ask when you on the court, you doing your thing. First thing you're gonna want to know is what his grades like. What he doing in school. So if you're not coachable, the first lesson the coach starts in the classroom. You got to be able to take that direction to take direction on the court. So we just real big about that with the kids and make sure they just stay on it and everything as far as school goes. So that goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
Education comes first. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to do in school, you can't be on the court.
Yeah, we trying to send these kids to college, man. Like that's the whole total goal. Trying to send these kids to school, from starting them from 5th grade, 4th grade, teach them the guidance. You know what I mean? The proper guidance of getting their schoolwork done, what it takes to be, to go to the next level. You know what I mean? On the academic level, basically. That's where it starts. You know what I mean? Basketball, kids is talented, but education is, man, that's key.
Yeah,
major key.
Using basketball as a vehicle,
right,
to get them, because with everything, I mean, we all know college is very expensive. So if you can get a free ride through athletics, then yeah, do that. But then also y'all teaching these kids tools for life too, which is very important because a lot of our young Black kids don't have that father figure in their household, and for those who and even if they do, they still, I look at all my coaches growing up, and I still, if I see him today, still coach. There was always like that father figure.
Right.
Remember Billy Caldwell?
Oh yeah, I remember Billy.
Yeah, Red Shield.
I seen Dale Green. Shout out to Coach Green. I seen Dale. I was at a tournament in Baltimore. It's crazy. I was at a tournament with our program, and I seen Coach Dale Green. Everybody from Easton came up in Easton, know about Dale Green, how he put us on those vans and brought us up here to the Salvation Army at the Y and just kept us busy. And I see him, in the stands watching the game as I'm coaching my kids, and that was deep, for me to, introduce him to my kids and let my kids know that this was my coach, who took a chance on me and took me to make sure I was straight. So. Yeah, it's they, like you said, they still coach. As soon as you see them, coach, that's how you address them. So yeah.
Talk about the influence. We were talking about out in the lobby how the game has changed, and a lot of the fundamentals that we used to see. I mean, now you look at. I know when I played, like the mid-range game was very important. I mean, you had the 3-point shot and all that, but you had to score on all 3 levels of the court. Now it seems like it's 2. It's like it's either 3 or you're going all the way to the basket, and that mid-range is kind of absent in the game. But talk about the importance of you guys starting it. Now, what age group you start at again?
We starting at got 11U.
11U
right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the youngest that we have.
Okay.
We trying to reach out next year, going into the season, like going in the fall. We trying to get like 8-9-year-old kids, you know what I mean, to start developing their skills to be able to, progress throughout what we're doing. But man, training is important. Triple threat, just like V was saying, we was out there in the lobby. We was talking about you back in the day. He was talking about, man, look, man, he could triple threat, man. It's the basic stuff like triple threat, being able to shoot proper, just the proper mechanics, you know what I mean, of basketball. Besides like just going up and down the court and just getting up and down and just trying to showcase your handles and all that. Just like, screens and going off of cuts and making good passes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It means a lot. You know what I mean? When you out there playing ball. It's like Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The boys play ball.
Yeah.
You say you like Toronto, I think Golden State gonna take it.
Well, I don't like Toronto. I really
like them to win. You like them to win.
Yeah, I just picked them to win. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. But yeah, also talk about like some of the tournaments and the different teams you've played throughout. You guys you're dealing with you guys program. You got guys go all over the country and play.
Yeah, most definitely. Like we pretty much be on the East Coast.
East Coast, okay.
Yeah, East Coast. You know what I mean? Traveling Virginia Beach, Maryland. The DMV. Okay. You know what I mean? We may take it farther sometimes, but for the most part, we get good bump on here in the East Coast.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you try and get up to New York, you know what I mean? It's major bumpage, but we just taking the kids to their level, you know what I mean, where they can go. You know what I mean? We training them, getting them right, you know what I mean, in the gym, training 2 days a week, you know what I mean? Just trying to finesse their skills to get them where they need to go. Because when we go over that bridge, from the shore, back in the day, we always was in the gym. Kids was hooping all day, every day. We trying to get it back. You know what I mean? We trying to get it back real.
Yeah.
And the main thing is to add to that, you gotta fly the flag and make sure you put a stamp on it right where you at, right home. Right, you said on the East Coast, like the DMV area, we got a lot of programs and a lot of teams that know about us through the respect that we gained through the state championships. We got at least 3 state championships. We won Maryland state championships through AAU. In 4 appearances this year, every team in our program went to the state championship. We had 2 that won it.
Mm-hmm.
So just for us all to be there on every age group was a big thing for our program, and just let it be known that the Eastern Shore. That's why it's important to us that the program has the Eastern Shore on the name, because we want the name to be out there. That the Shore, we got talented kids over here, and and they're forced to be reckoned with. So we want them to get the credit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing. We want to take over the world, but we got to make sure that we kind of get that respect that the Shore deserves at home.
Right.
Because when you go across that water, you don't meaning the Bay Bridge, you don't always get that respect. They kind of look at us over here like, what y'all doing over there? Nah, we hooping. We got kids that can go, so we want to get that respect.
Yeah, and going back to what Rico said about the fundamentals, getting back to that, I think a lot of times they get lost because you watching, the guys with the handles, the Kyries and all them, and back in the day when we had the and ones and all that, everybody was trying to emulate that, but you have to have the fundamentals first. Going back to back again with the fundamentals, you look at a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's a fabulous, incredibly gifted player who's fortunately, everybody's not as gifted as him physically, athletically. And I think that kind of hampered his shot because he was so athletic and gifted. He didn't have to have that jump shot. Well, then you get to the league, teams start to figure you out. So now it's like, you got to have it. Yep. Going back to that mid-range, and you don't have to be a great 3-point shooter, but know what you can do best. And his greatest asset is getting to the basket. But now when teams figure out, okay, we can kind of not stop it, but make it a little more difficult. Mm-hmm. So now he has to find another way. So I watch him shoot his jumper and he like leans back with it. He's not shooting into it. And then you look at Steph and Clay, they got the perfect form. When they shoot into that shot and straight up. They're not leaning back. LeBron used to do that. He used to fall back a little bit. Now it's a little more straight, but every now and then he'll have that hitch and go back. And that's just because that's just what he did for years. And it's hard to break that habit. So for you guys to start them at this early age, instilling the right habits and the fundamentals is very important. And from this point forward, they can build on that. And that's very key what you guys are doing. And not only that, but they winning. Winning better than winning.
Winning. They definitely winning.
Man, it shows that it works. What you're doing is working.
It's working. It's working. Yeah, definitely working, man. And like I said, man, it takes a community. We need more guys. To step up. To come through. Show the guys. Give them the proper techniques. Like Andre Collins. He do a great job. With the lab. Doing. Stuff like that. Like. We try and teach these kids, like we just giving back. Giving back.
Speaking of giving back, and what you guys do is it's not free. It costs. How can folks help contribute and donate to what you guys are doing? How can they do that?
You can hit us up on Facebook. Facebook is a good way to find us. Or you can also you can email information to vernonesaces@gmail.com. So and those are pretty much the best resources to find us direct, and just shoot us your information. Come to the page, check us out to see what we're about. And we would appreciate any support we get in the community. It's going to a good cause. These kids, they're very talented and they deserve the best. So we're just trying to be here to help them to use that vehicle. Like we said, that basketball it's not the end all be all, but it is a good vehicle. And, at the end of the day, the education and, them being stand up individuals is really going to take them to that level in life, so be about life skills, so it's a great look.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now I want to go through all you guys and I want y'all to let the listeners know what position you play and your favorite basketball players. So we start with MJ. That might be an indication of who his favorite player is, but we'll see. Go ahead.
We'll see.
I play point guard, and my favorite player is Michael Jordan.
Okay, all right. That was he kind of gave that away earlier. V.
I play point guard. My favorite player is LeBron James.
Okay.
I play shooting guard, and my favorite player is LeBron James.
Okay.
I play center, and my favorite player is
Paul George. Okay. So you must have got some versatility. Okay.
Yes,
my man.
Yeah,
That's
Manny's he sent me dunking, man. He got some skills, man.
Okay.
Definitely,
Footwork.
Yeah, I was about to say he got the footwork in the paint.
2-3 years in the gym, man. He been putting in work with us, man. I met him, you know what I mean, his parents. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's as you can see, as you know, he's Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, as he came along, you know, I started, you know, graduating to him, and I seen his footwork, and I was like, he got some good footwork. And he started coming back to me. His mom started, you know, bringing him to me. And I'm like, he getting better and better. Now I'm still starting to see the drop steps, the you know what I mean, the up and unders, you know what I mean, going to the basket, all that stuff. Man, he, you know what I mean, he improving, you know what I mean, he's getting it done. He's getting taller, you know what I mean. He's in Downward right now, man. He's going to 9th grade, man? No, 8th grade. I'm sorry.
8th grade. Okay.
I'm giving you a little bit more than what you need.
He said he played like a 9th grader, though.
He play up, man. You know, he play up. He's a dog, man. He definitely does, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, the fundamental part, like the kids, they grasp to us, you know what I mean? That's the important part. Like you come in the gym, you know what I mean? You dedicated, you focus, we gonna get it done. That's just how we do it.
Manny teaching a lot, man. He's through his energy, his attitude. He teaching, you know, Bible. He teaching us Spanish, man. Tell him we the best, man. You gotta say it once. You gotta say it once, man. He always say it.
Some of them already.
That's one of the chants, man. The kids love that. You know,
that's what's up. Yeah. Word. Just real quick, you know, we talked about earlier about the kids not playing like how we used to play back in the day. I mean, you know, rounds, you know, how back in the day we
Sunday.
What, man?
All we did.
Rain, snow, it didn't matter, man.
I was telling Rico, man, that your house was like, you know, the mecca for that. Your backyard, battles, man.
The bump, man.
I would come through. I had to go 2 streets over to get there, and you know, I remember coming through there, and you had to be tough.
Yeah, you had to. We had
shout out Joe and Darrell too, man. You know, those
for
great
sure.
times. Yeah, used to have back there.
The Eastern Chrisville battle, you know, back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like we used to talk all the time. We sit back and kick it, chillax, and he be like, yeah, man, I was coming down there, man. Look, man, it was strong down there, man. Look, we couldn't even get off the bus. Getting on the bus, man, the crowd was crazy.
Anybody who knows about that game, anybody who knows about that game, Bo hit a dance wine. Shout out to dance wine. Bo hit a game winner. You know, this is in Chrisville. Wow. Yeah, hit a game with it, and everybody that was in that gym knew how that went. That was a whole scene. It was a little chaotic. It got, you know, but we got out of there.
They didn't want to let y'all out.
They didn't want to let us out, man. We didn't stop at McDonald's we had to go. We can go to McDonald's, so we got to Cambridge. So it was, we had to get out of there. But you know, Coach Chamber got us home safe. You know, and we was good.
Word.
Yeah.
We had a similar.
Shout out to Phil Rayfield, man. Like I said.
Word.
Like you said, Heyman.
Yeah.
You know, we had good mentors and coaches.
Yeah.
You know, coming through back in the day. And like, you know, Andre Collins, you know what I mean, Andy Collins, Darrell, a couple people back in our way, you know what I mean, down that way, Chrisville. It was ball, man. Like we ball hard. We try to tell these kids now, man, it's video games, you know what I mean, taking over.
That's where I was gonna get to.
So like, yo, we real live. We out here like in the street. We play on monkey bars, whatever. Like,
crate, milk crates,
we out there
all that,
all day, every day.
So talk about that challenge of trying to get the kids away from the video games, away from their phones and the iPads and all that, and get them actually on the court. Has that been a challenge for you guys?
I think the challenge is, for me, speaking for myself.
Just real quick, I'm speaking like not during the season, but you know, after the season's over. You know, I know
it's definitely a challenge. I think it's important as parents for us to make sure our kids have balance. One of my favorite words in the dictionary is balance. Everything in life has to have balance. So I'm not saying that it's a bad thing for kids to play video games. I'm saying they got to have some balance in their life with other things they do. So they can't just be playing the game all day. They got to be reading. They got to be outside. They got to get exercise. So, you know, with my son, you know, I have to peel him off that game, you know, and put the book in front of him, you know, and say, look, we're going to do this. We're going to the gym. We're going to do some training. So, You know, it's just about us as parents. We have to, you know, be real hands-on with making sure they don't get too much of one thing. You know, so they just gotta be well-rounded.
Yeah,
because they will sit in front of those games and those phones for as long as you let them.
Yeah.
And it's not, and those things become a babysitting mechanism, and that's what's watching your kids.
Yeah.
So we can't go down that route, you know.
Yeah. Well put, man. That's true. And yeah, going back to the video games. I mean, we had video games back in the day. We played. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, balance that's the key. That's the key. And like you said, with anything in life. Just real quick, Roundzo. Who's your squad? You got a squad now? You follow any particular team?
You talking about for NBA?
NBA, yeah.
You know, I'm a Jordan baby, right? So you know, I still have love for Chicago. You know what I mean? Even though it ain't been, you know, it ain't been that since the Jordan-esque years.
Right.
I just like watching now, man. Right now, I just like kind of, you know.
So you like Soup? That's how.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just like watching, man. I love, you know, actually seeing, especially this time of year when you get the playoffs and finals and everything. You know, so the game is so different now.
Yeah.
Like we talked about before, it's watered down. You could take 5 steps out there and they don't even blow the whistle. You know, you can do a whole lot. So the game is a lot different, and defense is not really one of the main things. I try to teach that with the kids, man. We want defense is what win games. You know, like I always tell the kids, if we stop them, how many times we got to score? Once. You hear them ask? We only need 2 points if they don't get none. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's the truth.
So
and that goes to my Toronto Raptor point, but defense. Yeah. Go ahead, Rico. Who's your squad though?
I'm like Rounds, man. I'm on the same tip. I'm like, I just like watching the game. At the Mike left, I had no team. You know what I mean? Like I just like watching a good game. You know, all the kids, LeBron this, LeBron that.
Right.
This. I'm just like, man, you know, I just like watching the game, man. I just, you know, N's and O's and X's and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just in there, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, like, but I go to state, man.
Although I do got to say LeBron, I love what LeBron stands for.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, as a man.
As a man.
I love what he stands for the culture. Even for kids, like my, you know, a lot of our kids today said their favorite player was LeBron. I love that. I'm okay with that because I think he stands for a lot off the court. You know, what he's doing with the charter schools, what he's doing, you know, as far as the culture, he's not afraid to speak up. He's not afraid to, you know, he's not shaky.
Yeah.
And I love that about him because a lot of guys that we give a lot of credit to and we worshipped in the past, they've been shaky when it comes to that. You know, but
speaking of shaky, y'all seen it? Y'all seen the lace shorts?
Oh wow, that's a real thing.
It's a real thing that they got the lace
shorts
out
here,
man.
That's not a real thing.
It's real. It's real.
Guys are wearing that.
Yeah, they wearing that now.
Oh come on, man.
I don't want y'all to even see that.
Let's not start that shit.
No. Hey, but check it though. But you know, guys like, and I love him. I love his game to death. But guys like Westbrook, I can see them wearing stuff like that. Hard. You know, they already wear borderline stuff like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, that's like
they got the lace short and they got the lace boxers.
That's male lingerie. To me, that's crazy, man. That's the first time I ever seen that.
I just saw it. We're gonna talk about that later. That's the first time I saw it was yesterday. I said we gotta talk about this.
Yeah. Wow. What happened next? That's why you gotta be. We just gotta be
my
careful.
Own lane with that
Yeah.
We in some different times.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely, man. And you see like the feminization of men in this country. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is though, I've always been like, okay, they can have that available. Doesn't mean you have to wear it. But all it takes is like one celebrity or somebody that's real popular to wear it. Right. And then you'll have these other guys following behind and it's like, hey, that's cool. That's the wave. Like these the purses and stuff like that. The fanny packs. Dudes are just like, come on, man. Like, you know, we do that back in the day. Yo, but see, you might not make it through.
You might, but see, that's one of the issues that's like, you know, I like to believe in, you know, to each their own. I try not, you know, it's hard. I'm not human like everybody else, so I try not to pass judgment. It's hard. We try not to pass judgment on others. Yeah. But my thing is, everything is becoming so trendy and it's like a fad. And, I just want to make sure we instill in everybody, especially the kids we're around, that you don't have to be a part of a fad or do whatever somebody's doing, or, it's cool to be an individual. It's cool to be yourself. It's cool to, want to set the trend and not follow it, so it's too much of that, man. They see something on the internet and next thing you know, everybody wearing it.
Yeah.
And, for long, we all just gonna look like it's no individuality, man.
Exactly.
Want to be an individual.
Yeah. It's a cookie cutter society that we're living in.
Yeah.
And now that because social media influences that times 10, because they say whatever you talked about the fashion, but whatever the new lingo is, whatever the new sayings are, a rapper got to say it one time,
right?
The rapper that everybody like, and then boom, everybody else saying it.
Right,
so,
right.
But yeah, we're gonna come right back. We got the Eastern Shore Aces in the building. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Hold tight, all right?
All right, people, back to work.
Are you ready to work it?
Yeah, work.
Come work out with me, Kenny Love, on the weekday workout every weekday on the all-new Live 97.5.
That's our job.
Don't forget, DJ Tavon from noon until 1 with the old school mixtape.
He be jamming. He be having the whole crowd jamming.
It's your home for everything urban.
You got to go with me on this. I got a good feeling about this guy. He's going to do some great things.
The all-new Live 97.5.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Rain Restaurant and Event Center, 331 Civic Avenue, Salisbury, Maryland, has the area's best shaking seafood. And due to demand, they're open for lunch. Tuesday through Sunday, 12 noon until 10 p.m. That's right, Rain's open for lunch. Call 410-572-4763. That's 410-572-4763. Rain Restaurant and Event Center is available for private events any day of the week. Don't forget, all the best crab legs, shrimp, mussels, clams, with potatoes, sausage, and corn, all smothered in the shore's best shaking sauce or traditional Old Bay. Rain Restaurant and Event Center, 331 Civic Avenue, 410-572-4763. That's 410-572-4763. Rain Restaurant and Event Center, 331 Civic Avenue, Salisbury, Maryland, has the area's best shaking seafood.
Live 97.5 is WKTT Salisbury, Chrisfield, serving all of Delmarva, a Rojo Broadcasting Company.
ItzYourzRadio, Live 97.5, everything urban. Breakfast Club in the morning, Ryan Banks at night, Donni-Oh. DJ Cheese got Messy Marv in the building with us.
Yes, sir.
And got the Eastern Shore Aces, who's going to be heading towards, they're going down south for a tournament. Speak on that real quick.
13U. They're going to Greensboro, North Carolina, Division II Nationals. We won last year down Hampton, D3. So we're going to level up this year, and we're going to see what we do. And I think I like our chances. I think we're gonna bring on the gold again. Yeah. We did last year. We won D3. I think we're going to D2 this year. Well, I know we're going to D2. I think we're going to win. I really feel it.
Do you see y'all planning? I know you're for the most part y'all stay on the East Coast, but even being on the East Coast, do y'all see like a difference in the way kids play from region to region?
It's like size and the numbers. You got that reclass thing. Then you got the
that's happening a lot.
That's
now.
a lot.
Yeah.
But, that's like, what I mean, that's
how you feel. How you feel about that?
I mean, it's levels. They separate them though.
What do you mean?
They separate it. Like they got the grade base and they got the age base.
Oh, right.
So they separate that. And I mean, we age based. So all of our kids are legit. Age wise. Upon their level. And I mean, they getting it done. Throughout the Nash, they won D3 last year, so we're going to step it up D2 this year. I like our chances. We only we lost one tournament with the 13U this year.
Okay,
all summer. We're going into the summer, spring, fall, all that. We lost one tournament for real.
On the reclass situation, I got to say my piece on that.
Okay,
I do not condone holding your child educational track back for basketball. Should not be failing your kid on purpose so they could stay back a year, so they could be, scouted or, get better looks. And I just don't think it's a good look for them, in the educational track. I think it kind of puts education to the back burner and it highlights basketball more, So at the end of the day, to each their own, but I feel like, your kids should be passing every year in school, and they should be going up and playing basketball whenever they advance and promote to next grade. They got to pay for that grade, and they continue to do that till they go to college and pros, whatever's next, you know, or life, you know, or just, you know, whatever they want to do. But I'm just not a big fan of it.
Yeah, I feel you. To me, it's like cheating. It's like you failing on purpose to gain an advantage because you're playing against younger kids and you know, younger peers.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, and you're older, and so now you can take advantage of them, and it makes that player looks more dominant because they're playing against younger guys. You know, even if it's just a year or 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, man. You know, and I understand it's a competitive nature that we're in. You want to be the best. You want to be the best, play with the best, and all that, but
play up. Don't play that.
That was you getting right to my point. My point is, back in the day, we used to play with older cats to get better. You know, get that bump, get hit. You know, get knocked down. Rounds, you know.
I already know.
Because that it was like we paid it forward. Like I used to play with the older cats, going to the hole, bang. I mean, no blood, no foul. You know what I'm saying? So I did that to the younger guys to get them prepared. So when you get under that whistle and you get hit, you can get the and one and go through it and not look around and be like, what a foul. You know, that's another thing real quick about the NBA. I just do not like, we was talking about the NBA game. They cry on every call.
Touch, every little.
They never committed a foul and they always crying for a foul. Like, come on, man. Like, just stop, man. Stop,
flopping.
Man. The flopping. And that, I'm going to tell you, I go back and forth. I love the game at its core, but the way the game is played now, particularly in the NBA, I prefer college basketball over the NBA. But and it used to be the opposite for years. But like you said, for me, I'm a Laker fan, so after the Shaq Kobe era, I kind of like it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same, man. It's definitely not.
Yeah, but now the emphasis on the 3-point shot, and you know, you look at one guy in particular, James Harden. Like, I can't watch him play. He's dribbling the ball for 10, 15 seconds, trying to make his move, and then he'll either shoot the step back three, which I would say probably 40 to 50% of the time he does a step back as a travel, but they don't call it, they let it go. Okay, and then he goes to the basket and he's flopping and jumping into people. Rod Strickland said something real key, something like that. He tweeted a few days ago, and he said, he said, we got to get back, like you guys said, you got to get back to the fundamentals because players are being rewarded for playing sloppy basketball.
Exactly.
You know, and James Harden is a prime example, you know, where you used to go to the basket to avoid the D. Now he's jumping into the D, you know, and guys like looking like, okay, I just have my hands up, but he's jumping into me, creating the contact, which is kind of clever. But at the same time, you know, you have the verticality rule. So you're supposed to have from where you at to the ceiling supposed to be you. But if he's jumping into you, like just little things like that in the game. And you mentioned Golden State. Another guy does that. He does it on jump shots. Steph Curry does it, you know. But if the referee's going to call it, yeah, you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. To me, that's not the basketball I grew to love. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's entertainment at the end of the day and all that, but still, I look at, like, you guys looking at the kids, man. You want to teach them to play the right way,
right? And
Larry Brown always say that, man. Play the right way.
That's what we for, man. That's what Aces is for. Each and sure Aces play the right way.
Mm-hmm.
None of that trash can ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Sloppy basketball. Faking in the shots. I tell the guys all the time, they come in with these moves and stuff. I'm like, man, look, cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, y'all not James Harden. You know, like, cut it out. You know what I mean? Play your game.
Mm-hmm.
Jump straight up on your jump shot. You know what I mean? Like, all that type of stuff. Like, that's what it's about. Like,
mm-hmm.
We're not trying to get into that. Like, you know, I know sometimes, you know, it can get into that. You know, you're trying to win because they do that in the league. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they pump fake, and then Dwayne Wade do it a lot.
Yeah,
too.
and jump into him.
But he had. He definitely do it, but he had one of the best shot fakes in the league before he left. I just think his shot fake game was crazy.
His shot fake game.
Oh yeah, because he sold it heavy. Yeah, you know, he would really sell it.
Yeah, his shot fake game.
Yeah. But just real quick, give us your information again. So, you know, Facebook and your email and everything. People want to follow you and donate.
Yeah, the email address you can hit us up on is vernonesacces@gmail.com.
All right, cool.
And Facebook as well. Just hit us up on Facebook. Send us a message, and we'll get right back to you. And we appreciate any support. We got a couple sponsors looking into the program and people taking notice. We've had that for quite some time, so we're making some noise, and we've been blessed to get donations in the community. So we appreciate everybody that's donating. Shout out to Sam's Club. We just left from Sam's Clubs. They support. And we go out there and we had some baked goods and the kids out there speaking in the community, talking and letting people know. It's a beautiful thing for them too, because they get to actually tell people what they're about, what they're doing. Questions, they get questions asked to them, so they actually able to say, this is my program, this is what we're doing. And that's about communication skills. That's about networking, and kids got to feel comfortable with talking. They got to feel comfortable with telling people what they're about. So we love that opportunity to see them do that and watch them shine. That's skills, so they need that.
Yeah, definitely. That helps them grow as well, and public speaking in that aspect as well.
Yes.
Do you guys have a Cash App?
We do have a Cash App. It's set up. Do we have a Cash App yet? I thought we had it. I think the best way to do it is just kind of reach out to us. Okay. Because we gotta link our stuff to the Cash App, but reach out to us through Facebook.
Okay.
Reach out to us through the email, and we'll figure out a way to get it done. All checks payable to Eastern Shore Aces. We're a nonprofit program, so we 501c3 recognized with nonprofit status through the government. So everything is tax deductible. You get a tax write-off on your donations. So we're willing to give you anything you need. Our tax ID number, our EIN number is available for any business, so they can do their tax write-offs and everything. So
great.
We just glad everything. This is our first year actually getting everything together as far as the name and the and just having everything running, with legit, and they just it's been paperwork, and it's been trying to start a nonprofit. It's not easy, but we were able to get it done just through persistence and passion about what we're doing. So it's done. No obstacle is too big.
Yeah. Proud of you guys, man, and continue to do what you're doing. You got any shouts or anything before y'all bounce?
Yeah, shout out to the whole Eastern Shore Aces staff, Winfield Chandler, Lionel Batson, Quayshawn Campbell, Cedric Johnson, Cedric Milborn, all the parents that support us, all the mothers that's just transporting these kids.
They make huge sacrifices.
Yeah, they're making huge sacrifices, man. They make huge sacrifices. They doing a lot. It's a lot of single mothers in the program that's doing a lot to get these kids to practice, doing a lot to get these kids to tournaments, and I just applaud them. Just hats off to them. Shout out to everybody that has anything to do with the program, just supporting us in the community. Shout out to the community for all the love and support that, you guys bring to us. We just want to give it back to the kids. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out.
Anybody that supports Eastern Shore Aces, definitely, we definitely love y'all guys. And we
shout out to 17U and GOT too.
Yeah, 17U, man. Definitely, we trying to get these kids, man. That's another thing too. We want to talk about, man, local guys playing in local colleges, as far as on the shore. You got Andrew Sachs up there at Chesapeake College right now. He's a good coach. He's one of the good guys. He's definitely he's gonna get you where you need to go. So that's another stepping stone. That's what we trying to do.
Okay.
It's a feeder system. We trying to get kids into college. That's the pipeline. Through whatever. Andre Collins, Coverdale, he been showing us love, with tournaments, definitely Dwayne Coverdale, want to shout out to him too, because he been looking out for that older age group, the 17U group, with the hoop group, all that, that's what we trying to do. We just trying to get the show on the mat, we trying to get the kids exposure, and we just trying to come together, man, just trying to build one dynasty,
And we got about 50 kids in the program now. And, it looks like we're going to have at least another 50. We're going to be going to 100 kids in September.
Wow.
As we go to 8U and up. So we expanding, like we talked about before, to the younger group so we can start the training earlier. Coach Rico here is our lead trainer. So he's just doing great work in the gym and rolling out just great regiments for the kids. you know. So we look forward to the program growing, and you know, and so September, I got a lot of questions. I have a lot of people hitting us up, and they want to know when and how can their child be a part of it. We're going to be training kids in September. It's not going to be based off your kid being a superstar AAU player. It's going to be based off us developing them, you know. So if you want to be part of something positive around positive men to get some good structure and, you know, play basketball the right way, you know, bring them to us in September, and, you know, we'll get them registered and bring them straight on. So that's been a lot of issues in the past. Not really issues, but, you know, people feel like their kid may not make the team, or, you know, but we're going to be taking kids on until we at our max number. It's not going to be based on how good they are. It's going to be based on just them being committed to training and working hard and just staying in the gym.
You go ahead.
Gym time, man. Gym time. I definitely want to put that out there. Like, gym time is needed. Like anybody, I guess, like, you know what I mean, like the Wycomico County, you know what I mean, Rex. If they could, you know what I mean, open up some doors, you know what I mean, so we can get some gym time, you know what I mean, like for the kids. You know what I mean, like, it's, you know, like you said.
So that been an issue?
Official. Yeah, that's the major issue. Like, you know what I mean, gym time. Like, we partnered up with the YMCA. We've been juggling that, you know what I mean, between Pocomoke and Salisbury. Yeah, definitely shout out to the Y, man. They've been showing us love. Like Pocomoke YMCA. Like that's pretty much been our cave for real.
So that's kind of like home for you.
Yeah, that's home. Much. Like, you know what I mean, we just, like, gym time is major. Like for real, we trying to get a facility. We need to run and shoot out here. Like, we be going across the bridge and other places. Like, it's no basketball
it's a different
gyms.
level.
Like, no, it's no run and shoots. Like, it's no like 8 courts. You know what I mean? And one, like, we need that out here. Like, you got to go all the way Ocean City, something like that. Like, we need it right here in Salisbury. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a neutral site.
Yeah.
That's what we basically like. I mean, if we don't get it, then we definitely try and get it, like, from, you know what I mean, from the ground up. Like, we gonna get to it. Like, that's definitely, like, our blessings that we've been doing good work with these kids. Gym time, man. We just trying to get a gym, so we can keep these kids active. You know what I mean? To keep them off the street. You know what I mean? Give them a safe haven. You know what I mean? To come. You know what I mean? And get real love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna link you up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you his number when we get off the air. So I'm gonna shout out Pastor Anthony Short in Easton.
Okay.
He just opened up. He has a band program, building African American minds, and they're in the process of opening a gym. Well, it's actually a gym athletic educational center, like right in the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, like smack in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because in Eastern Rounds, you know, we had issues. I won't say issues, but every family can't afford to be a member at the Y.
Right.
You know, Parks and Recreation, you know, now it costs. Remember back in the day, Parks and Recreation was free during the summer. Right. Now it's like $125, $150 a week. Parents can't afford that. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So, you know, and you know, yeah, we won't play outside and all that, but you can't have structure outside on the playground. You know what I'm saying? You can't have, like, you know, your practices and stuff out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So you need an indoor facility, and something consistent, you know, that you know you can rely on, that you can schedule your practices with. So, but he took upon himself, look, I'm going to do something for these kids. And I don't know if it was, that's why I want to link him up with you. And maybe, I don't know if he had donations or grants or how he got it done, but it's, I would say, about 70% complete. And it really looks great. It's an incredible facility. I saw the blueprint of it, man. I mean, he has, like, rooms in there for, you know, computers and laptops. The kids can do their homework after school. You got an after school program. The gym is incredible.
Like STEM program.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our vision.
Yeah. That's the vision.
That's the vision. Yeah, we want all that in the building. We want STEM. We want to be able to, for the kids to come there, and, you know, if they want to talk to somebody, if they need counseling, kids, we just want a holistic approach with basketball involved for kids to, you know, get better and just stay healthy.
Yeah.
You know, healthy minds, you know.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give him your number and then let him know that y'all be calling, and he'd be more than happy to point you on the right direction.
Definitely, because like I said, man, we trying to, like, you know what I mean, it's an Eastern Shore thing. It's not just a Salisbury, Chrisville, Pocomoke, Princess, and you know what I mean. We trying to, like, build kids from all different counties, you know what I mean, throughout the shore to compete. You know what I mean, like, it's no, everybody wants to do their own thing, which is understandable. You know what I mean? People got their different programs, but even still doing that, we still can come together. We still need the facility. Like the facility is major. That's the major key. Right there. Like it's the issue. Is the facility.
Word.
No facilities really like the get up and down on the court, like to really go and just like have access to go in the gym and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
They had that in the city, over the bridge and everywhere else. We don't have that around here. That's what's needed.
That's one of the huge advantages that they have because they stay in the gym because they have those facilities, and you know, have that backing, and so it makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
Eastern Shore Aces. Appreciate y'all, good brothers, man.
Appreciate you too.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having us, man.
No doubt. We're gonna bring y'all back on maybe a little later in the summer and let us know how things are going with the fellas. See if y'all bring back some more hall. We got 2 in here. Bring 2 more back in here.
Yeah, we gonna bring them right.
Bring them back, man.
We gonna post them on the same spot.
Word. Word up. Eastern Shore Aces. It's Yours Radio Live 97.5. Everything Urban. Breakfast Club in the morning. Ryan Banks tonight. Donni-Oh, DJ Cheese, Messy Marv.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Cheese. Let's get back to the situation.